Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jai Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, जय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि नदिया बिहारी गौर हरि मायापुर चंद्र गौर हरि कलियुग अवतारी गौर हरि कलिमलहारी गौर हरि निताईर प्राणधन गौर हरि ताईर पतित पावन गौर हरि गौर 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 हरि गौर 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 हरि जय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि जय जय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर निताय गौर निताय गौर निताय गौर हरि बोल जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य BVRV फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड शिल प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर शिल प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की मथुरापुरी धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की गंगा मैया की यमुना मैया की भक्ति देवी की श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र मैया की श्री श्री गौर निताय की ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories all glories all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our continuation on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We had been discussing, last time we discussed from Madhya Lila 20th chapter. The Lord instructs Sanatana Goswami. So Sanatana Goswami, how he escaped from the jail, and then he came to that landlord, where Ishan had been carrying 8 gold coins, of which 7 were presented to him, and then afterwards, did we see Ishan return back? That we saw. So Sanatana Goswami said, you leave this place. Ishan, I think you still have some balance left from the gold coins. ईशान कहे एक मोहर आछे अवशेष, गोसाई कहे मोहर लैया याह तुम देश. Ishan replied, I still have 1 gold coin in my possession. Sanatana Goswami then said, take the coin and return to your home. Now 36 to 44 is Sanatana Goswami's encounter with Shrikant Sen in Hajipur. 36th. Please repeat. तारे विदाय दिया गोसाई, चलीला एकला, हाथे करो या छिंडा कांथा, हाथे करो या छिंडा कांथा, निर्भय हैला. After departing from Ishan, Sanatana Goswami began traveling alone with a water pot in his hand. Simply covered with a torn quilt, he thus lost all his anxiety. He is proceeding. So the anxieties are not there. Money, if we are not carrying, anxiety is not there. Ishan was carrying money, isn't it? Even one to few valuables we carry, some anxiety is there. What to speak, carry a lot of money, then so much anxiety. Now each one of you have now 10 crore rupees in your pockets somehow. You will be again and again testing, checking. It's there or not there. Maybe brahmacharis are not so much bothered, but it's not my money, temple's money, but we should think temple's money in my care. It is supposed to be safely deposited wherever it is supposed to be deposited. Chali chali gosai tabe, aila hajipure, sandhya kale vasila eka, udyana bhitare. Walking and walking, Sanatana Goswami finally arrived at a place called Hajipur. That evening he sat down within a garden. Se Hajipure rahe, Shrikanta Tara Nama, Gosaira Bhaginipati, Kare Rajakama. In Hajipur there was a gentleman named Gentleman, Shrikant, who happened to be the husband of Sanatana Goswami's sister. He was engaged there in government service. Shrikant Sen was the government person, Sanatana Goswami's brother-in-law, or what do you call it, sister's husband. Teen Laksha Mudra Raja, Diya Che Tar Sthane, Ghoda Mulya Laya Pathaye, Patsar Sthane. Shrikant had 300,000 gold coins with him. which had been given to him by the emperor for the purchase of horses. Thus Shrikant was buying horses and dispatching them to the emperor. That is his service, purchasing horses and dispatching to the emperor. For that he had money. Tungi upara vasi sei गोसाई रे देखिला रात्रे एक जन संगे गोसाई पाश आइला. When Shrikant was sitting in an elevated place, he could see Sanatana Goswami. That night he took a servant and went to see Sanatana Goswami. So face appears familiar, but maybe beard and all is there. But then he came then in the night. दुई जन मिली तथा इष्ट गोष्ठी कैला बंधन मोक्षण कथा गोसाई सकली कहिला. When they met, they had many conversations. Sanatana Goswami told him in detail about his arrest and release. So Ishtagoshti is a very nice word. Ishta means desired, Ishtadev, our worshipable Lord. So discussing about him, that is Ishtagoshti. But many times word is, management is also for that reason only, management meetings. They are enhancing preaching. So for that reason we use. But there is a nice conversation between devotees. Machittam adgata prana bodhayanta paraswaram kathayantasya mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Whenever devotees meet, immediately they should share, what I read today. Like I will share with you. I was reading in Vrajariti Chintamani, actually Vishnu Shakti Thakur, one particular slogan. He has given the description of Vrindavan. What are the ritis in Vraja? How is Vraja conducted? Everyday basis, how does it function? So Nandagam, Barsan is mentioned, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Mai, many details are there. In small book only. So there he says that once Radharani and Shama, these two gopis, they made, one of them made nice ornaments and clothes for Krishna and presented to Krishna. The clothes and honor for Krishna only. So then Krishna asked, who made this? They are so wonderful. So then Radharani said, Shama made it. And Shama said, Radharani made it. Then she said, no, Shama made it. And Shama said, and Krishna was wondering, who made it exactly? So it took some time for Krishna to ultimately find out who actually made it. The answer is not given, don't ask me. But the point is how devotees are. They don't want to glorify themselves. Isn't it? Krishna was very pleased seeing the ornaments and clothes. Immediately, if we would have been there, I would have said, I made it. But they were giving the credit to others. Amanina manadena. So gopis are the topmost. That's how they are always chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gopis in particular, they are describing, glorifying Radha Krishna. So when any tune is being sung, any rag, Saraswati, Shri, Bhairavi, Bhattiyari, there are thousands of ragas. Gopis are all expert. So we can imagine that gopis are singing that and glorifying Radha Krishna. Oh Radharani, oh Krishna, please engage me in your loving devotional service. Whatever the tune. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Which rag is this? We only know Madhav Prabhu singing this. We know ISKCON devotee, Baby Govind Maharaj singing. But some rag is there. God knows which rag. So, but some rag. So gopis are singing and they are requesting, please engage. They are always engaged. So we should discuss about what did we read that day or heard that day. If nothing else, at least Bhagavatam we can repeat some points or revise some points. Today Prabhu gave a wonderful class telling so many points. So we can, everyday Brahman means he should every day learn something new. And for that we need to read. So many times we may have Brahman Diksha, but we may not have Brahmanical orientation. So Brahminical service may be there, but we should also make sure that we read scriptures daily. Prabhu was telling that Prabhu, His Grace Premras Prabhu, if as soon as one service is over, immediately he's into Prabhupada books. Keeps reading daily 5-6 hours minimum. So great. We may not do that much, but at least daily some new learning should be there. If not by personal reading, then at least morning Bhagavatam, or maybe daytime if you have brahmachari class, or some brahmachari sharing some point, something he tells, I read this, so we can capture that point and we can tell to 10 more people. Like that, daily we should learn something new. We have to make sure daily we are learning something new. Then freshness is there. Like all of us see when we are new brahmacharis or even new in bhakti, we are learning so many things. How many of you remember you wanted to learn Kartal and the first few steps you took Kartal in hand, somebody guided you what to do? Remember? All don't remember. Huh? I don't know whether you know Kartal playing or not. You should be knowing. So I remember I was asking one Kashyap Prabhu, our Premnidhi Prabhu, Krishna Shiv Prabhu's friend. He was senior to them. So he was there when I shifted in the voice. I think he had passed out, but he was working or something like that. So he was there. He was a very big person. So I would ask him, please Prabhu, teach me Kartal. So I had Kartal, and then he would say, okay, 1, 2, 3. And he said, no, not this way, that way. Like that. So we are learning very feeble steps, feeble attempts to learn it, and then slowly we learned it and all that. So because of that, lot of, excitement was there. Isn't it? Remember that excitement? Now what, who plays Kartal, what it is, So many times there may be some criticism or something like that. He doesn't know how to play Kartal. If only he asks me, I could teach him like that. So the newness is gone, or newness is not experienced, because we are not experiencing new things. So learning shlokas, or learning some philosophical point, some pastime, something new, then newness is there, isn't it? Newness means what? Unless there is something new, how can you experience? At least new mood can be there. Radharani at every moment, one of the characteristics of Radharani is, her name is Vidyarthini. She is the student. Student means she is always eager to learn. And what? All the Vedas and everything comes from Krishna, and she is the Ladini Poni. She gives happiness to Krishna. So what is there for her to learn? But the mood is there of always learning how to serve Krishna more, or how to serve Krishna in a better way. Okay, I have cooked for him and he had been pleased, but I want to learn some more items, or I want to cook them in better way. Like that. Always the 24/7 this mood is there in her. That's why she is Vidyarthini. So we should also, for us it is recommended. How many are Brahmin initiated here? Second initiation? At least half maybe around. So we have to, and others also are not having anything else. They are also having Brahminical culture only. We are not given any other culture. Brahminical culture. Especially brahmacharis means there should be always new learning. New means not that kind of we are looking for masala or something. But new, there are so many things to learn. So many. How many of you heard this name, Rajariti Chintamani book? Raise your hand. How many had not heard this name, Rajariti Chintamani? So see, and I am also coming across so many names. What is there in this book? Like that. So there should be always desire to learn more. And then devotees always, if you have desire to learn something or learn more, you will always come across a devotee who will speak it. He will speak it. You cannot say that, there is no knowledge. No, there is a knowledge. Somebody has it. And Krishna will arrange for him to come in your life, right in your place. Either you will go to his place or he will come to your place. One of the two will definitely happen. But meeting with that person will definitely happen. And he will award you that knowledge, that skill, that whatever it is that you want to know. The sincere desire should be there. Then, how many of you have experience of that? You had a desire to know something, and the person came across, you came across that person, something will happen. For Dhruva Maharaj, he had desire to meet God, and from God ask something material, and that's what the guidance given by Mother Suniti. But in between step is required. Between us and God, there has to be a guru, and he did not know, mother did not inform all that. So he is eager to get God, and he has no Mayavadi tendency of what you call, stepping over Guru and all that. But innocence is there, so knowledge is not there. So Krishna arranged Narad Muni to come, and Narad Muni will guide him exactly where to go, which forest. It has to be Madhuvan. And how to do that, that all was given. Narad Muni first tested him, and when it was understood he is really determined to get God, so then all knowledge related to God, getting God is informed to him. So this is Jeshta Goshti, and we should do that. So these two are great souls, Shrikant Sen and Sanatana Goswami. So when they met, they had many conversations. Sanatana Goswami told him in detail about his arrest and release. So this practical day-to-day life happening also is related. It's also Ishta Goshti. Like devotee may say that I'm suffering from some illness, something like that. I don't know what to do, or could you please tell me something? So that is also there. But sometimes it should not happen like all the time we meet devotees, it is all only problems. Only I tell my problems to you, you have to give solution, and you tell your problems to me, or I don't have time for hearing your problem, please. You are a problem. We may stamp that devotee is a problem. He always has problem, so he is a problem for me. And it becomes like that. So it should not be like that. Guhyam akhyati pruchati is where His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj said, a devotee asking question and somebody answering and all that. Guhyam akhyati pruchati is very important principle in devotee circle. Dadati pratigranati, okay, we may give gifts. We may not have so many. Brahmachari all are getting gifts from Vaishnava Samvardhan. What? I will take one gamcha and give to you. Yesterday I gave some 5-10 gamchas to Dayalu Nitya Prabhu. So many people gift, you take it. And 3-4 dhotis and all that. So many people gave here and there. So take it and like that. So that may not be so much in the devotees. And similarly, prasad giving, temple is giving us kitchen department, whether 3 or 2 timer or 3 timer. So Guhyam akhyati pruchati should be more among the devotees than even dadati pratigranati and bhungte bhojayate. This should be more. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, I got a quote somewhere. So we have to ensure that. So here they are asking about life also. Sanatana Goswami will definitely, he might have asked why you are having beard and why are you in such a poverty-stricken condition. You seem to have not been eating properly. So he told him all the details about his arrest and release, etc. Teho kahe dina dui rahayai sthane bhadraho chadayai malina vasane. Shrikant then told Sanatana Goswami, stay here for at least 2 days and dress up like a gentleman. Abandon these dirty garments. We cannot see devotee suffering. So we should do Vaishnava Seva. Sanatana Goswami is such a great devotee. How would Shrikant not desire to serve him? They are relatives, but he knows being devotee is far superior than just being a relative. So he is a devotee, so why not? Sometimes we feel this person is not a devotee. I don't want to serve him. So if he is not a devotee, according to you, you may be wrong, but even if you say he is not a devotee, then he immediately falls in the category of a jiva. And then you should have jivadaya. Be compassionate to him. Though he is a Vaishnava only, but you think in your arrogance, in your envy or whatever, that he is not a Vaishnava. So then okay, then he is a jiva at least. So do jivadaya. Because Krishna Prem means 3 things only. Namaruchi, Vaishnava Seva, jivadaya. So if one Krishna or one Krishna in the manifestation of holy name, so towards him Ruchi, then many Vaishnavas, service to them, and unlimited jivas, compassion to them, compassion upon them. You have to do something compassionate, offer compassion. Otherwise, what Krishna Prem you have? I was telling one devotee that learn to be sweet with others, learn to win the hearts of new people. When you come across, why can't you that? If you have Krishna Prem, let it be seen that this fellow has some Prem. And then I was telling that how a terrorist, you come across a terrorist, you have to experience the burning envy in his heart. In fact, before that he may kill you also, but at least something will be there. The envy in the heart can be clearly seen through his words, through his actions, through his eyes, face and all that. Because he has envy. He has been trained like that kind of from day one in his life. How do we have hatred? So because hatred is filled in his heart, it will be seen through his speech, through his actions, etc. So how come we, who are, our cherished goal is Krishna Prem, to some extent we have Krishna Prem, why are people who come across us, are not experiencing Krishna Prem? There is a big question mark. That means, do you carry Krishna Prema or not? So, people should experience that this person has some love. I could see, I could feel love in his presence. Like Prabhupada was like that. Anybody who came across Prabhupada, he felt loved. Even hippies, in the presence of Prabhupada, they felt, I am a devotee of Krishna. Because Prabhupada saw them as devotees of Krishna. We don't see people like that. We feel he is a Mayavadi. Here is a materialist person. Here is an atheist. Here is a crazy fellow. Here is a third class fellow. Like that, we have a lot of hatred, which reveals that we don't have so much Krishna Prem. We have not been chanting properly. We have not been hearing from Guru Parampara Acharyas properly. That's why Krishna Prem is not increasing. I think today morning or somewhere we saw, or maybe somewhere I read, that Krishna Prem can be decreasing also because of our offenses. It's not that it will always be on increase. The more we serve Vaishnavas, Grantha Bhagavat and Vyakti Bhagavat, the more the influences of the modes of passion and ignorance decrease. Tada rajastamo bhava kama lobha adeshe. But on the contrary, if we offend Vaishnavas, then the Rajagun and Tamagun will increase. It will increase. How many of you experience that you became passionate or ignorant? Some mistakes increased in your life when you offended Vaishnava. You observe, in case you did not observe that, now you observe. If you offend Vaishnavas, certainly we will not offend very heavily. But those who offend very heavily, they will very soon see so many mistakes happen in their life. And passion will increase. Ignorance will be attacking them. Sleep will come in japa. Sleep will come in class when we are hearing class. All these anarthas will increase, passion and ignorance mainly. Because we are going against the rule or against the recommendation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Instead of serving Grantha Bhagavat and Vyakti Bhagavat, we are offending them. So then Rajogun and Tamogun will increase. So that should not be done. We should discuss Krishna Katha. So here he wants to render some service. So that's why Shrikant said, stay here for at least 2 days and dress up like a gentleman. Abandon this dirty garment. Dress up like a gentleman, not that where will he get clothes from? I will give. I will render this service. He wants to give that. Isn't it? Gosai kahe ekakshana iha na rahiba ganga par kari deha yekshane chaliba. Sanatana Goswami replied, I shall not stay here even for a moment. Please help me cross the Ganges. I shall leave immediately. So here it may feel, this is a flat refusal of his proposal. Somebody said, Prabhu, please come home. And no, I will not come to your home. It looks a little odd. But understood, Shrikant understood that he wants to go to meet Mahaprabhu in Vrindavan. That desperate thing. So that's why there is no offense in this statement. I shall not stay here even for a moment. Please help me cross the Ganges. I shall leave immediately. In fact, Shrikant will aspire. I also, the Krishna Prem you have, I also want a drop of it. Please give me that. Yatna kari te ho eka bhota kambala dila ganga para kari dila gosai chalila. With great care, Shrikant gave him a woolen blanket and helped him cross the Ganges. Thus Sanatana Goswami departed again. So he is not coming home. He will not eat there. He will not stay for 2 days. All the nice dressing, nothing of that is acceptable. But somehow he had one nice blanket. So he offered woolen blanket. Please take this. And Sanatana Goswami was not having any negative thought of all that. So he accepted. Devotee is giving with love. So he accepted. And also helped him to cross the Ganges. He proceeded. And so this is very important. Every day we should render service to Vaishnavas. In fact, everything that we do, we should do it in the mood of Vaishnava Seva only. Even if there apparently appears no devotee around, we should do that service, whichever service you are doing, whether cooking, sweeping, or anything that you may be doing. Apparently nobody around you, but you should do it as Vaishnava Seva. That my spiritual master will be very pleased if I sweep this room, or if I whatever. I fold the Vaishnava's clothes, or even folding my own clothes. These clothes are gifted by Guru only for preaching the message that he has given. Like that, do everything in the mood of service to Vaishnava. Chanting is the topmost service, and it should be done with the mood of serving the topmost devotee, one's own spiritual master. Only when Nam Bhajan, Nam Jap, Nam Kirtan is done as a service to Vaishnava, then it turns into Name Ruchi. Otherwise, it becomes two different things. When will I achieve Nameruchi? I don't know. Because the Vaishnava is not there. If only you bring in Vaishnava, he will immediately make your Nam, Bhajan, Nam, Kirtan, Nam, Jap into Nameruchi. You will have great relish for chanting the holy name. Because originally who gave you the holy name? Guru only gave. Guru only gave the beats also. This is process is chanting, and the means the requirement is, apparatus is beats. So here are the beats, take this and keep chanting. At least chant 16 good rounds. So when you do that in that mood, that I have vowed in front of my Guru, that daily I will chant 16 good rounds as far as possible in the morning, and I will try to chant as attentively as is possible. If you remind yourself and do it for his service, as a service to him, for his pleasure, your Nam Bhajan, Nam Kirtan, Nam Jap very soon will convert into Nameruchi. Because he has Nameruchi and he gave you the whole thing. But unfortunately we forget him only. He remains somewhere else. He remains somewhere else. He is somewhere else physically, but he should be brought in, or we should approach near him. If you read, I think His Holiness Satchidananda Swami Maharaj, which book I don't remember, Broken Name, Living Name, something like that. So there it is said that something like, I don't remember the technical term, but like place. You should choose a place, sacred place. And which is the place? It should be at the lotus feet of Guru. Guru can be there. You are sitting at his lotus feet. He is also chanting. You can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Your Guru can be sitting in Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Temple Hall. He can have little elevated seat, and you are sitting near his lotus feet. He can be sitting on Vyasasan chanting. You can sit at his lotus feet. Your Guru can be sitting at Radha Kund, the Sangam, Radha Kund, Sham Kund, and you can be sitting on one of the steps there, second steps, third step, not in the water of Radha Kund, but at, and then you chant sitting at his lotus feet. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Wherever Guru is, Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani, so Antastena Gadabruta. He makes the holy places holy. Wherever he is, Radha Kund is there, Sham Kund is there, Gambhira is there, Jagannathpur is there, Vrindavan is there, Mayapur is there. But he has to be there in our chanting. He should not be kept away somewhere. We have to be chanting with him. We learn from him. Just like as kids are taught, okay, this is hand also is caught. Okay, this is and chant, say like that. Okay, this is in Vrindavan Das Thakur's Chaitanya Bhagavad it is said, when Vishnu and Sudarshan, these were the two childhood teachers of Nimai, when he was a small boy, and they were teaching him alphabets. So they are teaching him. Okay, Nimai, this is Ko. Say Nimai Ko. So then small Nimai, he said Ko. Means I cannot repeat, he is Lord. So it is so sweet that there is shloka about it. Ki madhuri kori Prabhu kakha gagha bole taha shuni tei matra sarva jiva bhole. Oh, with what sweetness this Nimai chanting. Ko, ga, gha. Just by hearing it, taha shunitei matra, sarva jiva bhole. All living entities are completely stunned. Who are the living entities? His relatives. Our Jagannath Mishra, Sachimata, and some other relatives nearby people. They are all present there. And they are stunned. Wow, what sweetness. They have learned kakha gakha long before, maybe 20, 30, 40 years back. And they have written so many times kakha gakha, thousands and millions of times. But it appears so new, so fresh, so sweet, so relishable. That Vrindavan Das Thakur is describing. So the child is taught like that. Our spiritual master has taught us. Hold the beats like this. Chant with love, with priti. Bhajatam priti purvakam. He has so much priti. His Holiness Radhananda Swami Maharaj said, I have never chanted any time casually. When I heard it, I was shocked. My God. Millions of times I have chanted casually. More or less for whole life I am chanting casually only. And Maharaj said, not even once I have chanted casually. Because he said, I did not get holy name so easily. You people, you were born in India. You were floating in holy name from childhood. Maybe when we were in the womb of our mother also. Mother also, when she was in the womb of our grandmother, she also was floating in holy name. Because we were born in India. He said, I had to hitchhike all the way from London. And then so many sadhus going north, here, there, all over India. And then Ganges revealed and Prabhupada gave and all that. So I have got it by great endeavor. So whatever we get through great endeavor, we highly value it. But what we get just like that, we don't value it so much. That's why we don't give our books for free. We charge people. Prabhupada said, charge them. And then they will say, hey, these fools have charged 10 rupees. Let me see what is there in that book. Because money is gone. If you give him freely, he'll just keep it, throw it here and there. In my childhood, my father would purchase Raddi, because he was a shopkeeper. So in the Raddi, so many small booklets and books about Jesus Christ. Because these people, to spread their religion, they give freely. Take Bible, take stories of Tumchasati Suvartha, that was in Marathi, means good news for you. What is the good news? Jesus is your savior. And how he saved this fellow, how he saved that fellow, like that. And that people, Indians, they take it. Free mein mil raha hai. And then what they do? They give it in Raddi. Paisa milega. And that Raddi my father would purchase. And I would, as soon as Raddi would be purchased, I would tell father, you, this is all my property. And then I would take all newspapers. This is for you. This is all useless. And all the books, there are all varieties of books there. But a lot of spiritual books also. So I read many pastimes of Jesus Christ and many things like that. So we should have this understanding that spiritual master, I'm with my spiritual master. Prabhupada said, never was there a time when I was not with my spiritual master. That means I was always. So how much we remember spiritual master in a day and do everything for him. Okay, do for some other devotee, your department head, for the president, for GBC. But spiritual master is very dear, Prabhupada. We can remember any one of them, any pure devotee, and do for their pleasure. Then your Naam Bhajan, Naam Kirtan, Naam Jap will convert into Name Ruchi. If that is not done, he is kept outside the picture, then it will be a tough thing. It will be a very rough road, hilly road, what you call, up the hill. It's very laborious. Many times may appear boring also, because he's out of picture. Those who are Brahmin initiated, they know the third Gayatri Mantra related to Guru. What is that? He is always absorbed in that, what you call, Krishna Prem, Anand. Isn't it? He is floating in that ecstasy. So one should remember Guru, and one will be in ecstasy. So here Sanatana Goswami accepted the woolen blanket, gifted to him with love, and Shrikant also helped him to cross the Ganges. So the point is, do everything as a Vaishnava Seva. Because Chhadiya Vaishnava Seva, Nistara Paiche Keba. If you give up service to Vaishnavas, how would you be delivered? Holy name has the potency to deliver, but without serving Vaishnavas, it won't act. Holy name is received through devotees, pure devotee spiritual master. It is chanted in the association of devotees, 16 rounds also. Then it becomes very nice, relishable. And after perfection also, we will be chanting in Golok Vrindavan with devotees only. So devotees cannot be removed. Soham katham no visruje, tava bhrutya sevam. This is seen all throughout, in all the pure devotees. Even if Lord in present, in front, they are desiring to be in the association of devotee. Where is Narad Muni there? And you got the boss of Narad Muni, the father of Narad Muni, Lord Nrsimhadev. Why do you remember Narad Muni? No. You cannot serve the Lord without Vaishnavas. So that's why Vaishnavas are most important. So every 24 hours we should think of Vaishnavas. Some Vaishnavas should be there in mind. And do whatever you are doing service as a service to that Vaishnava, for his pleasure. Then it becomes very relishable. So Sanatana Goswami departed again. First he had departed from that jail. Now he departed from this place. Now next 10 verses are about 45 to 54. Sanatana Goswami meets Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Varanasi. He was going to Vrindavan to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what happened? How did they meet in Varanasi? Tabe Varanasi Gosai Aila Kata Dine Shunyanandita Haila Prabhura Agamane. After a few days, Sanatana Goswami arrived at Varanasi. He was very pleased to hear about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's arrival there. Where is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived from? Where from? From Prayagraj. And before that? Vrindavan. Yes. So that's how plan to go to Vrindavan is dropped. Because he was going to Vrindavan not for fun, but to meet Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu only is in Varanasi. So where is the question of going to Vrindavan? So he was very pleased about Mahaprabhu's arrival there. Chandrasekhare Raghare आसी द्वारे ते वसीला महाप्रभु जानी Chandrasekhare kahila. Sanatana Goswami then went to the house of Chandrasekhar and sat down by the door. Understanding what was happening, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Chandrasekhar. Some Vaishnava might have told him he is in the house of Chandrasekhar. So he asked, where is Chandrasekhar house? This is his house. So he came outside. But natural it is for him, out of humility. He is not going and banging the door or even knocking the door. He is just standing outside thinking that I am unqualified. This is characteristic of even Haridas Thakur also. Mahaprabhu has to call him, where is Haridas? Haridas would be standing outside the Gambhira bar. Why? Because he was born in Muslim family. Muslims would consider themselves lowly. How can we enter in Hindu's house? So they would not enter inside the house. So Haridas followed this. It's more than that he was Muslim, he was humble. He was very humble. He would pay obeisances in the hot sun outside, but he would not come closer. Same thing we find in Jayanand Prabhu also. Prabhupada visiting that temple. Where is Jayanand? Jayanand Prabhu, what is he doing? He is only sweeping floor, collecting the dust. And when the devotees told him that Prabhupada is calling, Prabhupada is calling me? I am unqualified. How can? All great Vaishnavas feel very hesitation to come in front, come in limelight. Similarly, Chakravarti, this Narhari Chakravarti, 2 generations after Srinivas Acharya, he was the one who would clean the premises of Radha Govinda Dev temple. He would also collect woods from the forest across Yamuna and would get as a firewood for cooking for Govind Dev. He would also get water of Yamuna to give to pujaris and cooks, etc. They knew he is such a great humble devotee. They would say, come, you also come inside altar, you worship the deity. He would say, no, I am not qualified, I am very fallen. Even in Govind Dev temple, all of us have gone inside. So where he would come, he would never even come close to altar. Where he would come, somewhere in the middle, where above Govind Dev there is a fan, you know that. And a rope comes, the traditional fans, curtain, you know that. So the rope would come in somewhere in the middle of Govind Dev temple. So he would come up to that rope, take the rope in hand, and he would fan Govind Dev. That's it. Beyond that he would not even go. Half the temple is still there. You can easily go. All of us go so close, isn't it? If possible, they allow us, we will go directly to touch also Govind Dev. But they don't allow. Only pujaris there. So he was very humble. But then what happened? Like that, years passed by. Though they would request, he would never go. Then one day, he did all his services, cleaning, etc., sweeping in the premises of Govinda temple. He went to his place, Kutir, and he was lying on the bed, and in the dream only, in the mind only, he cooked nice khichdi, some sabji and sweet for Govinda and offered in the mind only. And then he slept. So this happened here in Vrindavan. There in Jaipur, the king of Jaipur, somehow in the midnight Govinda came to his mind, in his dream. I said, hey king, get up. You know what? Today there was a nice feast that was offered to me by one Ganesham. He offered me khichdi, he offered me sabjis and sweet. I have never tasted khichdi like this, prasad like this. I want to eat this food cooked by Ganesham every day. You make sure. Because though here is Vrindavan, but in one sense operation and management is kind of from Jaipur. They are the ones who are funding and arranging for festival and everything like that. So the king got up, he startled and he got up. What is that? What did I see? Who is Ganesham? Govinda came to my dream, I'm so fortunate. But I don't know who is Ganesham. And then he saw next to his bed, there was a table on that golden plate and in that hot khichdi, fuming. And then there is sabji and sweets. And he could relate, maybe this is the same or what. So he just took one bite of that khichdi. It was amazing, out of the world experience. He never tasted khichdi like that. He said, now I understand why Govind said like that. He woke up the queen, fed her also, princess also. They were ecstatic in the midnight like that. So next day morning, as soon as they got up, they got ready and said, let's go to Vrindavan. So king is going, so ministers, queen, princess, ministers, and some soldiers, they all came all the way from Jaipur to Vrindavan. As soon as he came, he removed his chappals and then he entered inside the temple, took darshan of Govind Dev. As he came out, then he asked, where is Ganesham, Prabhu? People are wondering, of all the people, not head priest or anyone, he's asking directly about Ganesham Prabhu. How does he know Ganesham Prabhu? Because Ganesham Prabhu would be always in the background. So how does he know? Certainly he's great soul, but how does king know? So then they said, here he is, where he was. He was there in the premises, he was sweeping the floor with the courtyard of the premises of Govinda temple. And all the dust was raised, the dust was settled on his body. He was quite dirty. And then as soon as he came to know, here is that person, Ganesham, immediately he bowed down. Queen bowed down, princess bowed down, the ministers bowed down, the soul, everybody who had come from Jaipur, everybody bowed down. And by that time the news went to the priests and all that, Pujari, they all came running down. They were wondering, what is this? Why king is offering? Certainly Ganesham is great devotee, but why is he? What happened? So they asked, King, what happened? Why are you going down to him? He said, yesterday night he cooked khichdi. It was so delicious, khichdi, sabji and sweets. And Govinda ate it, and Govinda is an ecstasy. So Govinda wants that to be eaten every day, like that. They said, no. What you said? No, he did not cook. He never cooks. We have been inviting so many times. It did not happen even once. That is not true. Who told you? Or how do you say that? He said, no, that was in the dream. That happened in the dream. In the mind only he offered, and it was so delicious. Govindji liked it, and he wants it to be cooked every day. So as soon as that was heard by the pujaris, they said, Ganesham, now you have to come in the kitchen, you have to cook. Now you cannot say no. Now it's Govinda's order. And by that time he was going back like this because too much praise, and he wants to escape from this service and all that because he's very humble. But then where will he go? Backside what is there? The wall, compound, all the wall is there, no? Govinda. He cannot go behind that. So then he had to. And the first time in life he entered inside the kitchen where Govindji would be things would be cooked for Govindji, and he started cooking, and every day and then the whole of Rajavasis and everybody came. His khichdi offered in mind was relished by Govinda, and now he's actually cooking. We can also partake of those remnants. So they all came, and every day they would have it, and it was relishable. Years passed by, he became old. Then the head priest of temple and other devotees said, you have heard so many pastimes of Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur, and Shyamanand Pandit, and also Gopal Bhattu Goswami, about whom Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami would not mention in Chaitanya Charitamrita, because Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, when he went to take blessing from Loknath Goswami and Gopal Bhattu Goswami, they said, yes, you can write Chaitanya Charitamrita, all blessing, but our name should not be there, nothing about us. That's why if you see, Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sa Agrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam. Only 5 are covered. Where is Gopal Bhattu Goswami? He's not able to write about him. This is first verse of 2nd and 3rd chapters of Antilila. Both the places the verse is the same, but he's not able to mention Gopal Bhattu Goswami's name, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, because he had promised, I would not write anything about you. So that's why there's no name. So then Narahari, Ganesham, when he was given this order, he said, okay, fine. So I will write about them. So then he wrote Bhakti Ratnakar, the topmost book by Srila Narahari Chakravarti. Not Narahari Sarkar, the contemporary of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is 2 generations after Srinivas Acharya. Number 1, Bhakti Ratnakar. Second, Narahari, Narottam Vilas. Then also Srinivas Charitra. How many of you read Bhakti Ratnakar? Only one. Should read it. It's a classic piece. I read, taking from Havire Prabhu, first page to 600th page in few days. Then I felt amazing. I should read it again. I read it again. This is the only book in my life. I went all the way first to 600th page and again started immediately first to 600th. Again I read it. It's very relishable. It's amazing. And it's very much, years before, in 98, I would go to Radha Gopinath temple and hear Radhana Swami Maharaj on morning Bhagavatam, Sunday feast lecture, and he would speak about Parshas, the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he would tell the stories, and I did not know that, I did not think that time. But when I was reading Bhakti Ratnakar, then I knew, this is where from Maharaj was speaking. Bhakti Ratnakar, like that. Oh, this is that great literature. So, by the blessings of Vaishnava, just like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wrote by the blessings of Haridas Pandit and other devotees of Vrindavan. Like that, he also wrote Bhakti Ratnakar. In Bhakti Ratnakar only you will get the tour of Vrindavan, many pastimes, many places of Vrindavan. What pastime happened in this place, what happened there. This is the tour given by Raghav Pandit to Srinivas Acharya and Narottam Das Thakur. And afterward they had second trip in which Shyamanand Pandit was also there. So all the holy places in Vrindavan are very nicely described because Raghav Pandit was the authority for Vrindavan tour, especially Govardhan. He was staying only in Punchri place, near to Puchri ka Lota Baba, Manikundali Kiyo. So he Champaglata Saki in Krishna Lila and again comes in Chaitanya Lila also. So it's a very amazing book. Similarly, Narottam Vilas. How many of you have read Narottam Vilas? It's an amazing book. I doubt whether you can stop tears from your eyes while reading that. What were the feelings of the associates of Mahaprabhu after Mahaprabhu's departure? How, if you see, I think it was Narhari Sarkar, whom I think Narottam Das Thakur goes to meet there in which is that place? Shrikhanda, Khandavasi. So he goes there, so there Narhari Sarkar is sitting on the ground and looking at the ground. And what is there on the ground? There is nothing there. But he is immersed in the pastimes, in the thoughts about Mahaprabhu, and nothing is moving. Only one thing, tears. Continuous tears are coming from his eyes. Because he is feeling great separation from Mahaprabhu. And that was the pathetic condition of all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Narottam Das Thakur goes and meets them and all that. It's amazing. Must to be read. Please read these two books, Bhakti Ratnakar and Narottam Vilas. I have not read Srinivas Charitra. Anybody has read? So I can't speak anything about it because I did not see it only. If you get it, please give me. I will read it. So I only heard that it is there. So this is amazing. We went too far. Where were we? We were in Varanasi, we went to Vrindavan, we went all over the world. What had happened here? After a few days, Sanatana Goswami arrived at Varanasi. He was very pleased. Okay, that is it. Sanatana Goswami then went to the house of Chandrasekhar and sat down by the door. Understanding what was happening, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Chandrasekhar. So his humility I was telling. So in humility we went to Narhari. His name afterwards became Narhari Chakravarti. Not Narhari Sarkar, Narhari Chakravarti. Very great personality. Ghanashyam earlier name. So that is Vaishnava humility. I was telling that Vaishnavas don't come in the limelight, in the forefront. They remain in the background. So then they are recognized. Even in Mahaprakash Lila, you know, that Dukhi, she was close to Ganga, not to take bath there, but to get the earthen pots filled up with water and give to the next devotee and next devotee, next devotee, next devotee. Last two were Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, and they were pouring water on the head of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, giving abhishek. So she was far away from, if you understand, Srivas Thakur's house, and Ganga that time was closer, but still not so close also. But Mahaprabhu saw her and asked Srivas Thakur, who is she? Call her here. And Mahaprabhu said, why your name is Dukhi? Today onwards your name is Sukhi. So Mahaprabhu, we can also say that, but we will not be able to make person Sukhi. He will remain Dukhi only. To the degree we give him Krishna, to that degree he will be Sukhi. Otherwise, we ourselves don't have so much Krishna, so it becomes problem. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not only changed her name from Dukhi to Sukhi, but also made her Sukhi, actually Sukhi. So serving Vaishnavas is a great pleasure. Staying in the background, serving them, and then Lord's mercy comes first and fast. It comes fast. To one who runs in the forefront to get mercy, he will not get it. One who remains behind and only serves Vaishnavas, he will be the first one to get mercy. You know the story of Gajendra. The crocodile got first deliverance. Why? Because had firmly taken shelter of the lotus foot of Gajendra. For whatever reason. But still the lotus foot, the dust or whatever, Charanamrit, because they were in water, dust might have been washed off long before. So Charan Dhuli was also mixed in that water. But Charanamrit got so much. Was not ready to release for 1000 years. Only Charanamrit. And that Raktamrut was also coming. That was more of interest. But Charanamrit came. It was like byproduct. Second delivery or what do you call? Main delivery was that Raktamrut, but that is the glory. If we take shelter of devotees, lotus feet. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Chandrasekhar. Dware ka Vaishnava haya, bola ha tahare, Chandrasekhar dekhe, Vaishnava nahi ka dware. So this Chandrasekhar is not Chandrasekhar Acharya, who was the, what do you call, Mausaji of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother, Sachimata. Sachimata's sister, what was her name? Malti, I think. Malti or Malini. She's not that Malini, Srivas Thakur's wife, another one. And her husband was Chandrasekhar Acharya, who was staying in Vrajapattanam area, where our current Gaudiya, Chaitanya Gaudiya Mutt is there. Chaitanya Mutt, the headquarters. So in one corner, currently there seems to be a library there, a small building. So that's where his house was, Chandrasekhar Acharya. But this is different. Chandrasekhar Vaidya Radhesham Prabhu says. So in his house Mahaprabhu was there. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, there is a devotee at your door. Please call him in. Going outside, Chandrasekhar could not see a Vaishnava at his door. So Mahaprabhu is saying, but he is not finding. So he also might be perplexed. How Mahaprabhu is saying? Mahaprabhu is Sarvagya, all knowing, omniscient. How he said there is Vaishnava? There is no one here. Dware te Vaishnava nahi, Prabhu re kohila, keha haya kari Prabhu, tahare puchila. When Chandrasekhar informed the Lord that no Vaishnava was at his door, the Lord asked him, is there anyone at all at your door? Okay, Vaishnava is not there. Was there anyone? Teho kahe eka dara vesha ache dware tare an prabhur vakke kahila tahare. Chandrasekhar replied, there is a Muslim mendicant. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately said, please bring him here. Chandrasekhar then spoke to Sanatana Goswami, who was still sitting beside the door. Okay, so some Muslim mendicant Mahaprabhu. Maybe this Daravesh is being referred to by Mahaprabhu as Vaishnava. Mahaprabhu may see everybody to be Vaishnava. Prabhu tomai bolai, Aisa Daravesha, Shuni Anande Sanatana, Karila Pravesha. Oh Muslim mendicant, please come in. The Lord is calling you. Sanatana Goswami was very pleased to hear this order and he entered Chandrasekhar's house. So without my informing Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu knows and he is calling me. So much pleasure to a devotee. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written that song when he says, I am like a dog at your doorstep, O Lord. What is that? Tomara Sarvasva Tomar Charane Sampiya Podichi Tomara Gare. Tumi to Thakur, Tomara Kukur, Boliya Janha More. So in that he said, if you just call me, I will just come immediately. What is that? Bandhiya Nikate. Uchist is not. Bandhiya Nikate. Tomare Palibe. Rohiba Tomara Dware. Bandhiya Nikate. You tie me at the doorstep. And next. Tomare Palibe. You will maintain me. I will be at the doorstep. Then next. That I will come dancing. Nachite nachite. Aibo. Don't compose. Bhaktivinoda Thakur did that. That too Bangla is not our language. Nobody knows. Jokhon Dakibo. Then whenever you call me, Nachite nachite. Nikate aibo. Nikito jaibo. Jokhon Dakibe to me. Whenever you call me, then nachite nachite. Dancing, dancing. Dancing and dancing. So much dancing. Non-stop dancing. I will come to where you are. Like that. So now Sanatana Goswami, devotee feels that I am dog of the Lord. When the other day I was telling, when I glorified His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj, after one of the, it was in personal basis, myself, Rupa Goswami Prabhu and Maharaj was there. So that time I said, Maharaj, your class at Ekachakra for 6 hours you spoke Nityam Prabhu's pastime. It was amazing. Then your class at Shantipur, Advaita Acharya's pastime for 3 hours. Amazing. And 1 or 2 more places. Maharaj speaks for hours. So I said, Maharaj, you are champion of Gaur Leela. Like that. I took all pleasure in glorifying Maharaj. It was 1-to-1. only three of us. So then Maharaj heard, means he was very happy. Happily he had asked, so how was Yatra? To Rupa Goswami Prabhu spoke one or two sentences. Then when I started, so Maharaj's whole face only changed. And then he said, what does I know? What do I know? I am only a dog. So then I was like, now what to say? I glorified him like anything. And I was also at the peak of the whole thing. And by hearing that statement, I also went underground kind of. And then I was having nothing was coming in my mind. A clean bold. But years later, then I thought what he said was true. He is really a dog. He's dog of Guru Parampara. The number one quality of dog is loyalty. So he just spoke as it is what Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur says, Chaitanya Mangal, Lochan Das Thakur says, what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He was exactly repeating for hours and hours, and everybody was submerged in ecstasy for hours. Otherwise, hearing lecture for 3 hours, 6 hours, all fuse will be blown off. But when he describes, it's out of the world experience. So we wish to be dogs like that, very faithful, loyal to Guru Parampara, the message in Guru Parampara. I repeat as it is, like that. So he's very happy. Sanatana Goswami was very pleased to hear this order, and he entered Chandrasekhar's house. Tahare angane dekhi, Prabhu dhaya aila, tare alingana kari, prema vishta haila. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Sanatana Goswami in the courtyard, he immediately went up to him with great haste. After embracing him, the Lord was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Devotees have drawn a very wonderful picture of this. And this is the picture of, that is there, but of our Revati Raman Prabhu's, what is that? Vaishnav care, not devotee care. This is their famous photo. Caring for devotees. So, how Mahaprabhu, and this Chandrasekhar is stunned. Who is this Muslim mendicant to whom Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so fondly embracing? And he has also taken full shelter as if he knows Mahaprabhu for years. So that blanket is also there. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Sanatana Goswami in the courtyard, he immediately went up to him with great haste. Mahaprabhu is also going. Yathamam prapadyanti. As he came running to meet Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu also in the courtyard, after entering inside the door, Mahaprabhu also kind of ran towards him. After embracing him, the Lord was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Prabhu sparshe prema vishta, haila sanatana, morena chuiha, kahe gadgad vachana. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched Sanatana Goswami, Sanatana was also overwhelmed with ecstatic love. In a faltering voice, he said, "Oh my Lord, do not touch me." See the humility. We will be so much ecstatic. If Guru or some great devotee embraces us or touches us, we feel so nice. But his humility is so overwhelming that in a faltering voice, he feels himself unqualified. But the touch of Mahaprabhu is overwhelming him with ecstatic love also. Lord's touch, divine touch. It's very transcendental. In one sense, when we chant the holy name, with our tongue we are kissing the Lord. What a fortune. But only the understanding is not there. It's such amazing experience. Prabhupada says in 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 8th verse, purport, that when a devotee chants Hare Krishna, Krishna and his internal potency are dancing on the tongue of the chanter. Both Radha Krishna are dancing on our tongue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Free dance show for 2 hours, compulsory. But only we feel that for years and decades I have been seeing this show. It's all in dark only. Nothing is visible. Who are the dancers? When they dance? I don't know. All my activities stop. So it appears quite far from that divine. Tunde tandavini ratim vitanute tundavali labdhaye karna kroda kadambini ghatayate karnarbudebhya spruham cheta prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim no jane janita kyad viramrutai Krishneti varnadvai. This is a realization of Rupa Goswami. When I chant the two syllables, Krishna, it produces so much nectar. I feel, why only one tongue? Why not hundreds of tongues? And same word Krishna enters through the ears. I feel, why only 2 years? Why not millions of years? And when holy name enters in the courtyard of my heart, it makes all the senses numb, inert. And I forget the whole world. What a realization. Haridas Thakur, when he heard it, he jumped in the sky. High. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. I heard so many glories of holy name in so many Vedic literature, but nothing comes anyway closer to this one. This is ultimate. Nothing like this. He's Namacharya. He has been chanting so much. And such a glorification, which is nothing comes closer to this, according to all the Vaishnavas. Just two syllables, Krishna. So much nectar is there. But only thing, because of offenses, then it looks not nectar, it looks poison kind of. So that's why aparadha shunya hoye laho Krishna naam. Krishna mata, Krishna pita, Krishna dhanna pran, Krishna rasam sara kori, chadiya nachar. Jibe doya Krishna naam sarva dharma sar. Nadiya godru me nityananda mahajan. Patiyache nama hata jivera karan. So we have to give up offenses and chant the holy name. Then Krishna is my mother, Krishna is my father, Krishna is my life and soul. That realization will dawn. So he is saying that, what was that? Oh my Lord, do not touch me. So humility is very pleasing. Dui jane gala gali, rodana apara, dekhi chandra shekharera, haila chamatkara. Shoulder to shoulder, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sanatana Goswami began to cry unlimitedly. Rodana apar. Samudra is said to be apar. That means the other end is not visible. It is apar and it is also agad. Kind of bottomless. That means bottom is too far. You go 100 meter down, 200 meter down, no. 1 kilometer down, 2 kilometer down. So many kilometers, I am going down. This way it is thousands of kilometers, but going so many, 1 kilometer too. No, it is agad. Like that apar. Shoulder to shoulder, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sanatana Goswami began to cry unlimitedly. Chandrasekhar was very much astonished to see this. How can they have so much love? First time they are meeting, who is he? All curiosity. Tabe Prabhu tar hata dhari laya gela pindara upare apana pashe vasaila. Catching his hand, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took Sanatana Goswami inside and made him sit on an elevated place next to him. So equal status Lord gives. Diksha kale shishya kare atma samarpan, sai kale Krishna tare kare atma sam. If the disciple offers himself fully at the time of initiation, Krishna makes him of his status only, of the same stature. Krishna gives him the same. Atma sam, makes him like him. That's why such a person is Acharya or Guru or Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastra. He should be given the same respect as the Lord because he has offered himself fully in the service of the Lord. So Lord has given him equal status. Any question? We have a few minutes. Otherwise we can go ahead also in case we have some question. No questions, we'll go ahead. Now 55 to 63, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu praises Sanatana Goswami. Shri Haste Karena Tara Anga Sammarjana Teho Kahe Morek Prabhu Nakara Sparshana. When Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began cleansing Sanatana Goswami's body with his own transcendental hand, Sanatana Goswami said, "Oh my Lord, please do not touch me." Can you imagine cleansing his body? Maybe dust was there, God knows what all. Just like mother cow, as soon as calf is born, he's having that all that amniotic fluid, dirty body. But so much love, she just licks him completely. How many of you seen? Very nice to see. So how much love and how she removes all the contamination from the body of the calf like that and makes him fresh. And he also gets invigorated because mother's love through the tongue is all licking him up. In one sense, if you see, he's getting further contaminated. The saliva of them, no, it's all love and earlier, and it's all pure, purifying. It gives him strength also, a lot of power it gives. And then very soon, the calf stands up and starts running also. How many of you see? In how much time? Within half an hour almost. Very fast. Very fast. It is worth seeing. I have seen all this in our Radha Kunjavari temple. We had 4 cows. So one cow was pregnant and she gave birth. How the birth takes place and how she licks him up. We had in that kutirs were not there, I think. It was just a garden. And this calf born, he was. Then very soon he started standing up, little falling. Then again he stands up. And then he started running in that garden. I was wondering, so fast. A human child takes long time for speaking, for standing up and all that. We are quite slow. But in bhakti we can be quite fast, which other animals, birds cannot be so fast. Human tongue can chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If trained, if parents train the child, or if Guru trains, or Vaishnavas train, then. So he is still, his humility is only overwhelming. Oh my Lord, please do not touch me. In the first meeting only, in Ramkeli, when in the midnight they both met, Sakar Mallik and Dabir Ghas, that time only holding a bunch of grass in their teeth, putting a handkerchief around neck, they both prostrated and said, Oh Lord, we are quite fallen. We are like dwarfs and you are like moon, but still we are so crazy that our desire is to touch the moon. Though even ordinary person, tall person also cannot touch the moon. What to speak of dwarf, like that. And Mahaprabhu gave them initiation. Aji haite dohar naam rupa sanatan dainya chhada tomar dainya phate moraman. Today onwards your names are Rup and Sanatan. And the first instruction is, please give up humility. Tomara dainya phate moraman. Because of your excessive humility, my mind, my heart is melting like anything. Please, it becomes all water melt. Then how will I continue further conversation? Please give up humility. So in the first place only such high class humility is shown. What to speak of now, when he went through such ordeal to reach Mahaprabhu and get him here in Varanasi. Prabhu kahe toma sparshi Atma pavitrite Bhakti bale paratumi Brahmanda shodhite. The Lord replied, I am touching you just to purify myself, because by the force of your devotional service you can purify the whole universe. And the next verse comes, Bhavadvida bhagavatas tirtha bhutaha swayam prabho tirthi kurvanti tirthani swantasthe nagada bhruta. Saints of your caliber are themselves places of pilgrimage. Because of their purity, they are constant companions of the Lord, and therefore they can purify even the places of pilgrimage. This is the realization of Yudhishthira Maharaj when he received Vidurji, who went for pilgrimage during the war, and he returned after Yudhishthira and other Pandavas were installed as the emperors. In the purport, last Prabhupada says, Narottam Das Thakur states, Tirtha Yatra Parishrama Kevalam Anera Brahma. Visiting holy places is simply another type of bewilderment. So when we should not go all alone to Tirtha Yatra, or just on our Manorath, riding on the chariot of our mind, we should not visit holy places. We should go with advanced devotees. Since an advanced devotee carries Lord Vishnu within his heart, he is a moving temple and a moving Vishnu. An advanced devotee does not need to go to holy places, for wherever he stays is a holy place. So, in Prem Bhakti Chandrika he writes this, Tirtha Yatra Parishrama Kevalam Manera Brahm. So we should not go all alone to holy places. Some devotees go, brahmacharis also. Mind wanders, so then the holy place. But it is not good to go. One will not have realization which is supposed to be obtained over there. Rather there can be some other dangers. In the pukur, there will be ladies bathing their drenched bodies, clothes. One will have difficulty. One may offend residents of that dham. One should go with advanced devotees. Gaura je sabasthane korilo brahmana range se sabasthane heri boami pranai bhakata sange. My Lord Gaura, wherever he went, I will go visit all those holy places in the company of loving devotees. Pranai bhakata sange, not alone. न मे अभक्तश्चतुर्वेदी मद्भक्तः स्वपचः प्रियः तस्मै देयं ततो ग्राह्यं स च पूज्यो अयम्. Is quoting from Hari Bhakti Vilas 10.127. Lord Krishna said, even though a person is very learned scholar of the Sanskrit Vedic literatures, he is not accepted as my devotee unless he is pure in devotional service. However, even though a person is born in a family of dog-eaters, he is very dear to me if he is a pure devotee who has no motive to enjoy fruitive activity or mental speculation. Indeed, all respect should be given to him and whatever he offers should be accepted. Such devotees are as worshipable as I am. विप्राद्विषद्गुण युतादरविन्दनाभ पादारविन्दविमुखा स्वपचं वरिष्ठम् मन्ये तदर्पितमनो वचने हितार्थ प्राणं पुनाति सकुलं न तु भूरिमानः. Prahlad's praise, 10th verse of the 9th chapter of 7th canto. One may be born in a Brahmin family and have all 12 Brahminical qualities, but he is not devoted to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who has a navel shaped like a lotus. If he is not as good as a Chandal who has dedicated his mind, words, activities, wealth and life to the service of the Lord. Simply to take birth in a Brahmin family or to have Brahminical qualities is not sufficient. One must become a pure devotee of the Lord. If a Shwapacha or Chandal is a devotee, he delivers not only himself but his whole family, whereas a Brahman who is not a devotee but simply has Brahminical qualifications cannot even purify himself, what to speak of his family. Bhakti is glorified. Toma dekhi, Toma sparshi, Gai Toma ragun, Sarvendriya falaye, Shastra nirupan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, by seeing you, by touching you and by glorifying your transcendental qualities, one can perfect the purpose of all sense activity. This is the verdict of the revealed scriptures. So eyes can see, so better see pure devotees. The body, skin can touch, better touch pure devotees' lotus feet. And throat can glorify, we can glorify qualities of pure devotees. So that is also said in Bhagavatam, I think. Akshno phalam twadrusha darshanam hi tanoho phalam twadrusha gatra sangaha jivva phalam twadrusha kirtanam hi sudurlabha bhagavata hi loke. My dear Vaishnav, seeing a person like you is the perfection of one's eyesight. Touching your lotus feet is the perfection of the sense of touch, and glorifying your good qualities is the tongue's real activity. For in the material world, it is very difficult to find a pure devotee of the Lord. Anybody knows? Where is it? Somewhere it is. Okay. Etakahi kahe Prabhu Shuna Sanatana Krishna Bado Dayamaya Patita Pavana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, my dear Sanatan, please hear from me. Krishna is very merciful and he is the deliverer of all fallen souls. So Krishna delivered you from this wretched king, Navabhusensha. Maharavrava haite ama toma Karila Uddhara Krupara Samudra Krishna Gambhira Apara. My dear Sanatan, Krishna has saved you from Maharaurav, life's deepest hell. He is an ocean of mercy and his activities are very grave. Prabhupada in purport says, as soon as the Lord understands the sincere activity of a person in devotional service, he helps him in such a way that the devotee cannot understand how things are happening. The Lord will arrange, orchestrate everything wonderfully. If only we have that sincere desire to serve him, please him, Surrender to him. But the desire originates in the association. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. That's why we should choose association. The desires are automatically chosen in that association. One should choose the devotee association. Okay, we'll continue next time. Any question? Next 64 to 93 is Sanatana Goswami does Madhukari and gives up the woolen blanket. Chalo, devotees are packing up. 4:30 is touched. Lakshman Rekha cannot be crossed. Okay, Ujjwal Nilmani Prabhu, be ready to get all the arrows, huh? Yes. Just got out of that crocodile's body and went to what he was who, no? Gandharva in heaven. So he went there. He did not go back to Godhead. But that curse that was on it, that got released. He delivered from that body. But that was great relief. No need to worry about Raktamrut henceforth. You will take actual Amrut maybe. Okay, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki, Shriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Sanatan Goswami ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanandi.